shouldn't though.
You just need to stop popping up. Like,
do you know me?
No, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't know
my face.
I don't know you.
She's doing too much, dude.
I don't want to know you.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, that
Viewers, brace yourselves, because what went down in Atlanta wasn't just a concert. It was a full-blown war disguised as entertainment. Cameras rolling, lights flashing, and then chaos. Yes, you heard me right. Spice, the self-proclaimed queen of dancehall, allegedly jumped straight off her stage mid-performance to attack Jasmine right in front of hundreds of screaming fans. And trust me, the internet hasn't stopped shaking since. But here's the question nobody can answer yet. Was this an impulsive outburst, or a carefully staged ambush that producers already knew about? Because hours after the brawl, mysterious screenshots started circulating, DMs that allegedly showed Jasmine and Carly Red plotting weeks before the show, saying, "We need something big this season. Don't worry, sis. I got you." If that's true, then who's really pulling the strings? And it doesn't end there. One grainy leaked audio clip, supposedly Spice's own voice, has her threatening Jasmine before the concert even began. Real? Fake? Or just another piece of bait to keep fans divided? Because right now, social media is a battlefield. Team Spice. Team Jasmine. Millions of views. Worldwide trends. And bloggers swearing they've got receipts that could blow this entire love and hip-hop Atlanta storyline to pieces. So I'll ask you this. Was Spice defending her crown, or was Jasmine playing the ultimate victim card to hijack the spotlight? Did VH1 producers sit back and watch it unfold for ratings? Or is there an even darker secret hidden in those unreleased DMs that the cast is too scared to talk about? Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of a scandal that could tear the whole franchise apart. Hold up. Before we dive deeper into this chaos, let me remind you, if you're living for this drama, hit that like button right now, because trust me, this is just getting started. And if you think Spice vs. Jasmine is the wildest thing you've seen in love and hip-hop Atlanta, wait until those secret receipts drop. So go ahead, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the second more leaks, DMs, and explosive clapbacks hit the internet, you'll be the first to know. Don't just watch the mess. Be part of the family that uncovers it first. Now back to the scandal. Atlanta nights have always been messy, but this one rewrote the definition of chaos. Fans came to see Spice perform, but instead they left with shaky videos that are still climbing millions of views. Everyone wants to know what really pushed Spice to leap off her own stage. And was Jasmine even supposed to be there? According to one anonymous insider, Jasmine wasn't on the official guest list at all. She slipped in through VIP with Carly, the insider whispered. Security didn't even want to let her in, but VH1 producers waved her through. If that's true, it changes everything. Because why would producers greenlight Jasmine, Spice's biggest rival, at a Spice concert? Was this spontaneous beef, or a ticking time bomb planted by the network? Witnesses swear Jasmine looked far too comfortable in her section, sipping champagne with that signature smirk, tossing side eyes at Spice from the second she hit the stage. Some fans even caught Jasmine whispering into her phone, as if sending live updates to someone not in the building. Minutes later, cryptic tweets started surfacing. Watch the front row. Something's about to go down. Who posted them? Nobody knows. But the timing was too perfect. And Spice, always one to clock shade, apparently noticed Jasmine's every move. At first, she ignored it, delivering hit after hit, the crowd eating up every lyric. But halfway through, something in her snapped. One fan told a blog, Spice just froze, looked dead at Jasmine, and her whole face changed. It was like she wasn't performing anymore. She was hunting. Seconds later, the music cut, and Spice grabbed the mic to announce, "Y'all know I don't play with disrespect." What happened next has become the clip replayed on every blog and TikTok feed. Spice jumping down, security fumbling behind her, and chaos detonating in real time. But let's pause here, because the fight itself is only half the story. The fallout? That's where things get toxic. Hours later, Jasmine went live on Instagram, her hair slightly disheveled, makeup smudged, voice shaking, but not from fear, from anger. "She didn't touch me without security," Jasmine snapped. "Spice is pressed, insecure, and jealous because I speak the truth. And the truth is, she's fake. I got receipts." Receipts. That one word detonated a social media storm. Within minutes, hashtags like hashtag Spice vs. Jasmine and hashtag Receipts Don't Lie started trending. Fans begged Jasmine to drop the proof, while others laughed at her attempt to spin the narrative. Comments flooded her live. "Sis, we saw you duck. Stop lying. Spice dragged you. Where's the evidence?" But Jasmine didn't back down. She doubled down, claiming she had Exhibit A ready to shake the entire franchise. And that's where Carly Red enters the frame. Known for switching sides quicker than Wi-Fi signals, Carly reposted Jasmine's cryptic story with a caption, "Sometimes the truth needs a microphone." Fans instantly accused her of betrayal. Just days before, Carly was spotted partying with Spice, hugging her backstage. Now she was fueling Jasmine's fire. Did Carly know something we didn't? Or was this just another clout-chasing stunt to keep her name hot? Meanwhile, Rashida, ever the voice of icy restraint, decided to throw in her shade. Without naming names, she hopped on Instagram Live, sipping wine next to Kirk, and said, "See, this is why certain people can't be in boss spaces. Some folks only bring chaos. But me? I choose peace." Fans didn't buy the subtlety. Comment sections lit up. "That's about Jasmine. Nah sis, you covering for Spice." Kirk looking guilty in the back. And oh, Kirk. Poor Kirk can't escape drama, even if he hides in the basement. Blogs started recycling old clips of Jasmine crying about her past entanglements with him, captions screaming, "Spice defending Rashida's marriage?" Suddenly, the fight wasn't just Spice versus Jasmine. It was Spice defending Rashida by proxy. Fans spun conspiracies faster than TMZ headlines, suggesting Jasmine showed up at Spice's concert to reignite the Kirk scandal. One viral tweet read, "This ain't about music. This about Kirk." Spice handled Rashida's dirty work. But let's not forget Yandy. Miss Neutral Peacemaker / Shady Commentator. She posted a cryptic podcast snippet saying, "Sometimes the loudest person in the room is the weakest. If you need violence to prove your point, you've already lost." Fans swarmed her comments, accusing her of throwing shade at Spice without saying the name. One wrote, "Girl, stop acting neutral. You love this mess." Another added, "Yandy messy AF, but she's scared Spice gon' clap back." By now, the blogs were eating this alive. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and even smaller gossip pages plastered screenshots, fan clips, and theories non-stop. And then, the leak that took everything nuclear, a supposed DM exchange between Jasmine and Carly Red. The messages looked messy. Carly allegedly wrote, "We need something big this season, sis. Don't worry. I got you. VH1 loves the drama." Jasmine allegedly replied, "If she comes at me, I'm dropping it all. Ratings, baby." Was it real? Edited? Nobody knew. But the internet didn't care. The narrative was already spinning out of control. Fans split straight down the middle. Team Spice posted blue heart emojis under every one of her posts, while Team Jasmine flooded her comments with clown emojis and drop Exhibit A demands. And then came the audio. A shady blog dropped what they claimed was a leaked voice recording of Spice, allegedly from backstage before the concert. In the muffled clip, a woman's voice with a Jamaican accent can be heard saying, "If I see Jasmine on my stage, I'm snatching her up. I don't care if the cameras roll." Fans lost it. Was this Spice plotting the fight all along? Or was Jasmine faking evidence to play the victim? Rashida tried to defend her friend, brushing it off as fake. Anybody can edit a recording these days. Don't play with my girl's name. But Carly wasn't having it. Hours later, she reposted the same audio on her story with a caption, "The truth always comes out." Fans screamed betrayal. Carly had officially crossed over to Jasmine's side. Meanwhile, Spice stayed silent. No posts. No statements. Just eerie quiet. And in that silence, speculation grew louder. Some fans believed lawyers had told her to shut up to avoid lawsuits. Others swore she was plotting a legendary clapback. But the silence worked. It kept everyone on edge, refreshing timelines, waiting for her move. And Jasmine? She wasn't done. She teased Exhibit B with an ominous post, a blurry picture of herself outside a courthouse with the caption, "Sometimes justice is louder than fists." Was she filing charges? Bluffing? Nobody knew, but the threat was enough to keep her trending for another 48 hours. At this point, even VH1 producers couldn't hide their smiles. One anonymous crew member allegedly DM'd a blogger saying, "We're sitting on the hottest footage since Jocelyn's reunion fight. This one could carry an entire season." And that's when whispers started. Was this fight even real? Or was it all staged chaos designed to resuscitate the franchise's lagging ratings? Whatever the truth, one thing was undeniable. The Spice vs. Jasmine feud had already escaped VH1's control. It wasn't just a love and hip-hop storyline anymore. It was a cultural event. And as the dust settled from Exhibit A and the leaked audio, everyone was holding their breath for the next detonation. Because Jasmine had promised Exhibit B. And if her hints were true, it wasn't about Spice at all. It was about Kirk. And dragging him into the war meant dragging Rashida's entire marriage into the fire. The city was buzzing like never before. Fans weren't just waiting for music videos or messy IG lives anymore. They were waiting for Jasmine's Exhibit B, the so-called bombshell that she promised would flip the whole narrative upside down. For days, hashtags like #DropExhibitB and #Spice vs. Jasmine dominated social media, with fans literally setting alarms to catch Jasmine's next move. And when she finally delivered, it wasn't some blurry screenshot or cropped DM. It was darker. Jasmine posted a late-night Instagram story, her face half in shadow, holding up her phone like a prop. "Y'all ready for the real tea?" she whispered. Seconds later, an audio clip began to play. The muffled voice sounded almost identical to Spice, saying, "If Jasmine shows up on my stage, I'll drag her out myself. I don't care who's watching." The internet exploded. Was this the proof that Spice had premeditated the fight? Was this Exhibit B? Fans replayed the clip millions of times, dissecting every syllable, slowing it down, comparing it to Spice's past interviews. One viral comment read, "That's 100% her accent, y'all. Stop denying it." Others weren't convinced. Could be AI.
Could be fake.
Jasmine messy enough to pull anything. But Jasmine wasn't done. She captioned the post, "Y'all think she untouchable? Not anymore. I told you receipts don't lie." Blogs went insane. Shade Room plastered the clip with the headline, "Spice caught on tape threatening Jasmine before fight?" Hollywood Unlocked took it further. Premeditated or clout grab? The audio everyone's talking about. And then came the betrayal that nobody expected. Carly Red reposted the audio on her story with a caption, "I told y'all, the truth always comes out." Fans instantly screamed snake. Just days before, Carly was hugging Spice backstage. Now she was siding with Jasmine, reposting her so-called evidence. Comments lit up. "Carly will do anything for relevance." Carly switched sides again. Spice better watch her back. Meanwhile, Rashida tried to put out fires with her usual frosty tone. She hopped on IG Live, Kirk sitting quietly behind her, and said, "Anybody can edit audio. Don't play with my friend's name. Y'all know Spice better than this." But the internet wasn't buying it. In fact, Rashida's defense only added fuel to the fire. Fans started dragging her into the mess, reviving old clips of Jasmine crying about Kirk and suggesting that maybe Spice's attack really was about defending Rashida's marriage. And poor Kirk? He couldn't escape the heat. His old scandals resurfaced like ghosts from the past. Memes exploded with captions like, "Kirk the reason Spice jumped Jasmine. Fight me if I'm wrong." Others joked, "Spice out here doing Rashida's dirty work." The narrative had shifted. What started as a brawl at a concert was now being painted as a proxy war over Rashida and Kirk's messy history. But Jasmine had more tricks up her sleeve. The very next day, she posted a blurry screenshot of a text conversation with an unnamed big star. The message read, "She's done this before. She's scared. You about to take her spot. Don't let her silence you." Jasmine captioned it, "Told y'all I don't lie. The industry knows." Fans went into meltdown trying to figure out who the big star was. Some swore it was Yandy, always inserting herself with shady commentary. Others believed it was Carly, already caught plotting receipts. A few wild theories even claimed it was a producer at VH1, feeding Jasmine lines to keep the drama alive. Whatever the truth, the screenshot fueled the fire, making Jasmine look less like a victim and more like a whistleblower. And then Yandy, never far from the chaos, jumped in again. On her podcast, she dropped a cryptic line. "Some women fight for attention, some fight for power, but the ones who win? They don't fight at all." Fans instantly connected the dots. Was she shading Spice again? Was she low-key praising Jasmine? Or just promoting her own classy brand? Whatever the intent, her comments only poured gasoline on the flames. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, VH1 producers were allegedly panicking. According to one leaked DM from a supposed crew member, the network was terrified of lawsuits but thrilled with the publicity. "This is ratings gold," the message read. "But if Jasmine really takes this legal, we're screwed. We're praying Spice responds on camera so we can spin it into storyline." And Spice? Still silent. No IG lives. No clapbacks. Just silence. Which only made things worse. Fans started speculating that her lawyers had hit her with a gag order. Others swore she was plotting a legendary comeback. But the silence became its own storyline. One fan tweeted, "The quieter she gets, the louder her clapback gonna be." Then came the ultimate betrayal, the one that shifted the entire dynamic. A fan account dropped screenshots that allegedly showed Carly and Jasmine demanding weeks before the concert. One message allegedly from Carly read, "We need something big this season, sis. I got you." Jasmine replied, "If she comes at me, I'm dropping it all. Ratings, baby." The internet lost its mind. If true, this meant the fight wasn't spontaneous at all. It was orchestrated chaos, engineered to blow up the storyline and keep Jasmine relevant. Fans screamed setup. Carly set Spice up to self-destruct. Jasmine played the victim card perfectly. This was all scripted. But then the leak took an even darker turn. One blurred-out screenshot seemed to show Carly texting, "Producers love the drama. They'll protect you. Don't worry about Spice." If producers were really involved, it wasn't just a messy fight anymore. It was a full-on conspiracy. By now, the entire cast was fractured. Team Spice, Rashida, trying to defend her friend. Team Jasmine, Carly, plotting receipts. Yandy, pretending to be neutral but shading everyone. And Kirk, accidentally dragged in as the ghost that refused to die. But Jasmine wasn't done escalating. She showed up outside a courthouse, paparazzi snapping her as she strutted past in a red dress, smirking at the cameras. When reporters asked if she was pressing charges, she just smirked. Sometimes justice is louder than fists. That one line sent shockwaves through the industry. If she really filed assault charges, Spice's entire VH1 career could be on the line. Fans split harder than ever. Team Spice argued that Jasmine was desperate for clout, staging evidence, and chasing relevance. Team Jasmine swore she was finally exposing the Queen's dark side. And through it all, Spice remained silent, her empire shaking but not yet falling. And then came the teaser that left everyone gasping. At the very end of the week, Mona Scott Young herself popped up with a cryptic post, a black screen with the words, "See you at the reunion." No names, no context, just a chilling promise. Fans knew what that meant. The reunion taping was coming, and with Jasmine promising Exhibit B, Carly betraying her own camp, Rashida defending with icy calm, Yandy stirring the pot, and Spice sitting in silence, the stage was set for the most explosive love and hip-hop reunion in history. But here's the twist nobody expected. Just hours after Mona's post, a shady blog leaked a grainy photo of a manila envelope sitting on the reunion stage table. The caption read, "Y'all ain't ready. Someone brought their own receipts." Suddenly, It wasn't just about Jasmine versus Spice anymore. A mystery cast member had something even bigger. And the internet went into full meltdown mode. Who brought the envelope? What's inside? And which love and hip-hop star is about to be exposed next? The reunion lights burned hotter than the Atlanta sun, and the tension in the studio was so thick you could slice it with a knife. Fans had been waiting weeks. Gossip blogs had been stirring the pot, and the cast had been shading each other nonstop online. But now, they were all in one room. No filters. No edits. Just raw chaos ready to explode. From the second Spice walked out, dressed in a glittering blue bodysuit with her iconic crown of curls, the audience roared. Half the crowd screamed her name, while the other half booed, waving clown emojis printed on poster boards. Seconds later, Jasmine strutted in rocking a fire-red dress with a thigh-high slit, her smirk plastered on like she was auditioning for Villain of the Year. The boos were loud, but so were the cheers. The battle lines were clear. Mona Scott-Young, perched in her moderator chair, wasted no time. Spice. Jasmine. The world has seen the footage. What went down that night? Spice opened her mouth to respond, but Jasmine jumped in first. What went down is what everyone already knows. Spice felt threatened, so she jumped me like a coward. But baby, I'm still here, looking better than ever. The crowd gasped. Spice's jaw tightened, and her Jamaican accent cut through the studio like a blade. Threatened? Don't flatter yourself. You've been living off my name for years. I told you keep my name out your mouth. You didn't. So I handled it. The audience erupted into chaos. Half cheered, half booed. Mona tried to calm the storm, but Jasmine wasn't backing down. Handled it? You mean premeditated it? Let's not forget, I got the recording. The whole world heard it. You plotted this. The mention of Exhibit B sent the studio into frenzy. Fans screamed, security edged closer, and cameras zoomed in for the money shot. Spice leaned forward, eyes locked on Jasmine. Anybody can fake a recording. Anybody can edit screenshots. But what you can't fake is your obsession with Rashida's husband. That's the real truth. Gasps filled the room as Rashida's name got dragged in. She tried to keep her composure, but finally snapped. Jasmine, I am sick of this. You've been trying to tear down my marriage for years. And Spice, don't drag me into your battles. I ain't your bodyguard. The camera cut to Kirk in the audience, sweating bullets, fidgeting in his chair as if the ground beneath him was about to crack open. Fans jeered, chanting, Kirk, Kirk, Kirk. Then Mona turned her attention to Carly Red. Carly, you reposted Jasmine's receipts. You were spotted out with her days later. Where do you stand? Carly smirked, flipped her hair, and delivered the line of the night. I stand where the truth stands. And the truth is, Spice is fake. She pretends to be everybody's friend, but behind closed doors, she tears us all down. Jasmine just had the guts to expose her. The studio exploded. Fans screamed betrayal. Spice shot up from her seat, pointing at Carly like a dagger. Snake, you've been jealous since day one. Don't forget who put you on planes, who brought you to Jamaica, who had your back when nobody else did. Security rushed in as Spice lunged toward Carly, the stage descending into chaos. Mona yelled over the madness. Sit down. Sit down. Audience members stood on their chairs, phones up, capturing every second for their socials. Yandy, desperate to play peacemaker, stood up and shouted, This is exactly what I've been saying. Violence ain't the answer. Y'all making fools of yourselves. But the crowd wasn't buying her neutrality. Boos rained down, and chants of pick a side echoed through the studio. And just when it seemed like things might cool down, Jasmine pulled out her phone. Y'all think I'm lying? Play this. She held her phone up to the mic, blasting the infamous Exhibit B recording through the speakers. Spice's alleged voice echoed, If I see Jasmine on my stage, I'll snatch her up. The audience went wild. Some screamed guilty. Others chanted fake. Mona smirked, smelling ratings gold. Spice laughed coldly. That's your big evidence? A fake AI recording? Check the metadata, Mona. That ain't me. That's desperation. Mona leaned forward, eyes sparkling. We'll let the audience decide. The crowd screamed, clapped, booed, pandemonium. Security scrambled to keep the women apart, while the audience threatened to turn into a riot. But then came the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. Just as tensions hit boiling point, Mona revealed the one thing nobody expected. She reached under her chair and pulled out a manila envelope, placing it on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, what you don't know is someone else brought their own receipts tonight. And trust me, these receipts will change everything. The camera zoomed in on the envelope as the cast froze, jaws dropping. Jasmine's smirk cracked. Spice's eyes narrowed. Carly shifted nervously. Rashida whispered something to Kirk, who looked like he wanted to vanish into thin air. Who brought it? What's inside? And which cast member is about to be exposed next? Mona teased as the screen faded to black. The reunion wasn't just messy. It was historic. Spice versus Jasmine had started as a concert brawl, but it had escalated into a war that dragged in every cast member, every old scandal, every shady alliance. And now, with that mysterious envelope sitting on the table, the entire franchise was hanging by a thread. Fans left the taping buzzing. Bloggers camped outside to catch reactions. Rumors flew that the envelope contained proof of a cast member cheating, secret deals with producers, or even financial scandals that could end careers. Whatever it was, Mona's smirk said it all. This was just the beginning. Because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had just entered its most dangerous season yet. And there you have it, folks. What started as a simple Spice concert turned into the most explosive feud in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta history. A stage brawl that shook social media. Leaked DMs that hinted at secret plotting. Audio recordings that blurred the line between reality and AI manipulation. Betrayals from Carly, shade from Yandy, icy defenses from Rashida, and Kirk's name dragged back into the fire. But the real story? It hasn't even been told yet. That envelope on Mona's table, what's inside? Could it be proof that Jasmine staged everything from day one? Could it be Spice's ultimate clapback, holding secrets that no one is ready to face? Or is it something so shocking that it drags an entirely different cast member into the line of fire? Fans are already debating. Some swear the envelope has receipts on Carly, proving she's been playing both sides. Others think it's about Kirk and Rashida, the ghost of their past threatening to burn down their present. And a few bold voices are whispering that it might even expose Yandy, the so-called neutral commentator, as the real puppet master behind the scenes. One thing is certain, this isn't over. Not by a long shot. The reunion was just a taste of what's coming. And if you think Spice versus Jasmine is wild now, wait until those receipts drop. The drama is about to reach nuclear levels. So tell us, whose side are you on? Team Spice, the queen who refuses to be disrespected, or Team Jasmine, the underdog with receipts and nothing left to lose? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this war is far from over. Hit like, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell, because the next episode of Chaos in Atlanta, you won't want to miss it. This is Celebrity Press, where secrets are explode before your eyes.